Hello everybody, today what we have to unbox and set up is the new for 2022 Spirit Halloween Bog Zombie Animatronic prop. Now this prop is actually one of my favorites that Spirit has to release this year, so I'm very excited to get this guy opened up. So I'm gonna open this brown shipping box and then pull his box out. Oops, looks like I cut the top of the box a little bit. But yeah, weird that the top of the boxes don't have the props and names on them this year. But yeah, let me get him out of this brown box and let's see what he has to show. Here he is pulled out of the shipping box. There's not much description on the box as this prop does not do much, unfortunately. Bog Zombie, torso turns in a circular motion and arms sway left to right. Now, one thing I've noticed with people that have received this prop is that the arms are not swaying. My guess is that it has to be lubricated maybe, or the costume is getting cut. So I'm gonna see what I can do about that and hopefully get a video out to show you guys how to make it move. So light up LED eyes and moving mouth, stand 6 feet tall. The sides of the box showing it in motion. I really like the Spirit did that recently, or in past years. And then there's his story back there, all the things that he is compatible with. And then there's the other side with the photo. So let's get this box opened up and start pulling out the parts. Okay, now let's pull out these box flaps and see what we got in here. Okay, so right off the bat, I see some leg foam. There's the arms. There's the hands. Looks like that is his head down there. So here are both of the hands, very well detailed hands. And here are what appear to be the leg poles, very securely packaged. This is the bone that goes on his one leg. There's the mechanism, very similar mechanism to other animatronics. And here is a leg foam piece. I might have to get some of this out off camera. There is an arm. You see, that should move around perfectly fine because it's just a straight socket. Okay, let's get that out. There is another arm. The clothes. One of his feet. Another foot. And from looks of it, I'm gonna have to do the rest of this off camera. So I will be right back. Here are all of the parts out of the box. You have one piece of leg foam for the singular leg that does not have the bone. The base, 2 hands. One thing before continuing that I'd love to point out is this base. SVI was known for doing spot welds that typically snap at the base. But if you look there, the welding goes all the way around the base now. So that is not going anywhere. Very proud of SVI for that. There is the bone, the mechanism, the 4 leg poles, 2 arms left and right, 2 feet left and right, the waist bracket, the adapter, the instructions, the clothing in this bag. My camera cut out, sorry about that. You have the clothing in the bag, the head, and the control box with the shoulder frame attached. So now, let's get to the setup. The first thing you're going to want to do is slide on your feet, and then after that, the first pole that you're going to want to put on is find your B pole and make sure that pole is in the back, listening for a click. And then your C pole is going to go on the other front leg. After that, you're going to find both your poles labeled D and attach those. And then you're going to get your singular foam leg pad, slide it onto this leg, and then put the bone on this leg that has the stopper to keep it from sliding all the way down. After putting on the foam in the leg, put on the pants, and then make sure to attach the Velcro that is on the pants to the side of the bone. After that, the next thing to do is to put the mechanism on. After attaching the mechanism, the next thing that you're going to want to do is attach the waist bracket, and then connect the pole that has the control box and shoulder frame. Afterwards, make sure you do this immediately so that you don't forget, is make sure you plug in the blue wire to the control box so that the turning mechanism gets power. Next thing to do is put on the shirt and then the arms. One thing to make sure of is that the arms have 2 different size connectors. So make sure you are trying to connect them to the right spots. The one with the larger connector labeled M goes on the right hand side. The one labeled N with the thinner connector goes on the left hand side. Afterwards, the next things, pretty much the last things you have to do is attach the head and attach the hands, Velcro the shirt up, and then you're good to go. One important thing to mention about this prop is that the head is made to where it can twist side to side. So make sure you plug the middle fork connector into the prong so that way the head can turn, but not too much to the sides. I am going to see if it is going to move, because from the looks of it, a lot of them are having trouble moving, either because they're brand new and the motor hasn't gotten up to speed yet, or because the parts need to be lubricated. So I'm gonna find out after I put it together and plug it up. I guess he's going already. I literally just plugged him in and he is in the off position. So this is the first test of the prop, and as you can see, the arms do not move well, and he also seems to kind of just stay mostly to this side, and his volume is also not on, which I presume is just a user error. There it is. The volume was just not on. So I am going to see what I can do to make these arms work better. Here is the Bog Zombie, modified to make the head and arms move. Now, I had no idea that for one thing, both arms were supposed to move, and let alone the head was supposed to move. The head is hinged to move, and as you can see, it is kind of turning. It is not motorized, it is just based off of how it is moving and how the weight is pulling the body around. Now, this arm, I just bent it down because it was too high up to get any sort of, I guess you could say, gravitational pull, if I'm using the right word there, down onto it to pull it side to side. So I bent it down and it worked perfectly fine. And to get this arm to move, I noticed that the mechanism is welded on very weird. So what I had to do was kind of bend it. It was leaning a lot more this way, so I bent it so that the body was straight. So that way it would do a more centered circle. And as you can see here, it is moving both of the arms perfectly fine. And the head is also moving. And yeah, overall, I think this is a fantastic prop. The detailing on this guy, let me get some of this stuff out of the way. The detailing is incredible. I mean, look at this. This is awesome. Incredible job, SVI. Incredible job, Spirit. It looks awesome. The hands are reused molds from the Grave Grabber Corpse animatronic, but they fit this animatronic perfectly. I'm gonna go ahead and try to fix this up with one hand if I can. There we go. And yeah, the outfit's incredible. I love what they did with reusing Grimm's bone and his feet for this guy. It looks awesome. I 100% recommend this guy. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe.